Have you seen all the headlines about student loans lately? Huge balances, interest piling up, graduates wondering whether they're going to ever actually pay it off. Now, maybe that makes your dream of a career in law feel a bit less realistic. University fees, living costs, years of study, a student loan that could follow you for decades. But what if that wasn't the only route? What if you could start building a legal career without going to university first? Now that is where CILEX comes in. CILEX stands for the Chartered Institute of Legal Executives, and it gives you a way of qualifying as a CILEX lawyer through the CILEX Professional Qualification, or CPQ for short. So if you want a legal career, but you're scared of being stuck with a massive student loan, stick around because I'm going to give you 3 reasons why CILEX might be a great option for you. Reason number 1, you don't need a degree to get started. Now this is a big one because with the CILEX CPQ route, you don't need to go to university first to qualify as a lawyer. You can start building your legal knowledge and skills through a professional qualification designed for legal practice. Now, the CILEX Professional Qualification is split into stages: foundation, advanced, and professional, which means you build up gradually. You start with core legal knowledge and practical skills, then you move on to more advanced areas, and eventually you work towards becoming a CILEX lawyer in your chosen area of practice. So instead of studying law in a very academic way for 3 years before entering the profession, you are training with a very clear career goal in mind. And for many people, that is much more appealing, especially if you already know that you want to work in law and you'd prefer to take a practical, career-focused route. Reason number 2, you can earn while you learn. Now this is where CILEX becomes especially interesting. Many people who are studying through CILEX are already working in a legal role, or they move into one as they study. Now that could be as a legal assistant, a paralegal, a caseworker, a legal secretary, or another role in a law firm or legal department. And instead of building up debt while you study full time, you may be earning a salary, gaining experience, and developing your legal career all at the same time. And in some cases, your employer may even cover some or all of your CILEX fees, especially if the qualification helps you progress in your role. Now that's not guaranteed, of course, it depends on your employer, your role, and the funding route, but it is a huge reason that CILEX can be so attractive. Whatever the case, you're not putting your career on pause to study, you're building your career while you study. Reason number 3, it leads to real lawyer status. Now this is important because CILEX isn't law light. It's not a pretend route. It's a professional qualification that gives you the same practice rights in your particular area of law as a solicitor. A CILEX lawyer is a qualified legal professional in that particular area of law, whether that's conveyancing, employment, family, probate, litigation, or any other practice area. Now the route is different from becoming a solicitor, but you are still a qualified lawyer. So for the right person, CILEX can be a much more focused route, especially if you are practical, career focused, you know what you want to specialize in, and you're keen to get into the legal world as early as possible. So if you want to become a lawyer, but the thought of university debt is putting you off, don't assume that the door is closed. CILEX could give you another route in, a route where you don't need to start with a degree, a route where you study alongside work, and a route that leads to qualification as a CILEX lawyer. Now, it will still take commitment, it will still take lots of hard work, and you will still need to build proper professional experience, but you might be able to do it without going down the traditional university student loan route. So before you decide that law is too expensive, make sure to look into the CILEX CPQ route. It might be the option that you never knew existed. And to get you started, make sure to check out our CILEX Professional Qualification Guide using the link in the description. We'll explain how the qualification works, what the stages involve, and how the route could help you to start your legal career without going down the traditional university path. Because becoming a lawyer doesn't have to start with a student loan. It could start with CILEX.